So this is a different video. This is also a different setup. I don't think I've ever sat in this corner of my apartment on camera before, so that's new. Since it is the beginning of a new month, I thought I would do a favorites video. I kind of want to do a little more of these sort of sit down videos a bit, because it just seems like less work than vlogging every day. Maybe it's not. Since it's the beginning of a new month, this is the time that everyone's putting out their favorites videos, and I thought I would do one too, since this is like the first full month I've been filming, so I guess it's the right time. Yeah, so let's get started. I have a couple different categories of things. First with my fashion favorites, which this month are not that fashiony. So the first thing that you've seen a lot on these vlogs is this maroon faux fur jacket. I wear it like every single day. It's from Forever 21. I got it in November and I've basically worn it every single day since then. I've been trying to like step out and wear other things recently so I don't get sick of this one. It's just been my go-to since pretty much Thanksgiving. It's from Forever 21 and I really loved a Guess jacket that's about this color and has these big stars on it that my friend Caroline has worn before. My roommate had a sample of it for a photo shoot in November and I fell in love with it, but that one was expensive and I am cheap AF. So I did a lot of research to figure out something similar and I landed on this guy from Forever 21. It's really not the most flattering thing in the world, but it does the trick. This was only about $65, which it's kind of expensive for Forever 21, but when it comes to like a coat, particularly a faux fur coat, I felt like that was a pretty good price. Whenever there's some sort of trendy item that I really like, I tend to do a lot of research to find like exactly the right one before I buy it so that I can like save as much money as possible. Usually I'm always on the hunt for like high-end dupes. So this was one of those. And I really just bought it because I was into the idea of the faux fur trend. I wasn't expecting it to last me through the winter, but oh my gosh, it is so warm. I've worn it in the snow. I've worn it on some of the coldest days of the year, and it is fantastic for that. So I've been very, very pleased with it. Next up on my favorites list is kind of along the same texture theme as the first one, and also is sort of a holdover from the holidays, but it has been velvet. I have a couple of brand new velvet pieces that I've been loving lately. First is this one, which I honestly keep forgetting I own these because they're always the first thing that I wear once I do my laundry, and then they spend like a couple weeks in the laundry basket. So these are some blue velvet sweatpants from Zara that I got on sale right before New Year's. Then I also have been loving this dress that I wore for my birthday party. It's kind of hard to hold up because it is a wrap dress. It's kind of a crushed velvet and it is very comfortable. I bought it right after Christmas when I went shopping with my mom, and it's another one of those things that's just like so comfortable to throw on, and I just really love being festive even though it's like the end of January. So transitioning from that, another of my favorite things that I've been wearing lately are these blue velvet boots. I fell in love with a pair of Gianvito Rossi boots that I saw on a couple different YouTubers' channels. I think Tanya Burr has them, and I was obsessed with them, except they are $900, and that's like almost a month's rent for me, so I can't afford that. So because of that, these were another piece that I went on the hunt for a good high-end dupe for, and I found these. They're not exactly the same. I wanted something with a little smaller heel, so they have just kind of the right amount for me where it's very comfortable for me to walk in, but it makes me look fancier. These are a navy blue velvet, and I love them. They were, I think, $53 from ASOS. And it was the first thing I'd ever ordered from ASOS, and I love them. So, yeah. Velvet boots. My last fashion favorite is hair ribbons, which I've worn so many times on these videos. I really became obsessed with them after Sienna Miller wore a black velvet hair ribbon with a high ponytail to the Golden Globes, and she just looked awesome. So I've been wearing this pink one constantly because I really only have pink ones. So another favorite I have, which is kind of fashion, kind of not, is my new wallet, which I got for Christmas. Before this, I always carried a little Michael Kors card holder that I've had for basically 5 years. And I would keep my credit cards in there and I would keep my Metro card in there, but I could never carry cash because I had no slot for cash. So I did a lot of research into different card holder wallets and finally found this one from Coach. It has a couple of slots for cards on this side, and I really like having the window for my Metro card, and then another slot here which I keep more cards in, but then this zipper pocket where I can keep some cash. Also really important to me is that it has a little key ring because I like to connect my keys to my wallet so I don't lose them. So that way when I'm locked out of my house, I'm completely screwed, but I feel much less anxious about losing my keys when I know they are connected to each other. So moving on to some beauty favorites. First of all is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich, which I bought in the middle of the month, this month, at the Glossier showroom, and I love it. My skin gets extremely dry during the winter. This stuff is great. A lot of my summer moisturizers were just not doing it for me. I'd put them on my face and my skin would just like drink it up immediately, and it was as if I hadn't put anything on. I had some other moisturizers that were very thick, but it kind of left my face feeling very greasy, which I still use those at night, but I couldn't really put makeup on over them. This is technically a priming moisturizer, so it is perfect for in the morning before I put my makeup on. So I've been loving that. And then my last beauty favorite I just got last week, and it is the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Purifying Mask with red clay. I used this on Sunday when I was watching the SAG Awards, and it kind of looks like you smeared ketchup all over your face and then you peel it off, and it's great. My pores are very big and I always have a lot of like visible, what is it, like sebaceous filaments or whatever, on my nose and on my chin and on my cheeks. It kind of makes it so even though my skin is very dry and scaly, it still feels a little oily because of that. So I was very interested in a peely mask like this. I don't like to use like abrasive, like physical exfoliants on my face. I have like a broken capillary from one of those stupid apricot scrubs back in the day. But I also have really sensitive skin, so I don't like using chemical exfoliants that much either. So I kind of realized this would work in order to get all of that dead, scaly skin off of my face. And it has, and I've been so much happier with the way my skin feels after I've been using this, which I've only used twice, but I love it. Well, and my next favorite, really, is my camera. You see that? That's new. When I first started making videos, I was just filming on my iPhone, which was fine, but I am also like a photo nerd, and I was really, really unhappy with the quality of it. I got so irritated by how grainy it was, or even just filming in my apartment, it's dark in here. So I just hated the way it looked constantly. This guy, I love. I named him Tony. His name is Tony the Sony. I named him Tony. His name is Tony the Sony. He is a Sony RX100 Mark III. So like the cheapest one of that series. This guy has been amazing. My last two favorites are kind of random, and they're both throwbacks to like middle school. The first one is Holiday in the Sun, the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. This was my favorite movie when I was in the 6th grade. I watched it constantly, and I had most of it memorized. I wanted to dress like them, be exactly like the Olsen twins. I went to the Bahamas right before Christmas, and This takes place in the Bahamas at Atlantis, which I did not stay at, but I stayed next door to, so I was there constantly. Ever since I've left the Bahamas, I keep just asking myself, why am I not still in the Bahamas? So this guy has been making me both very happy and very sad at the same time. And then my last favorite is also a throwback, gel pens. I've been taking all of my notes in them. I wrote my list of favorites in them. I'm obsessed. On Sundays, if you ever notice on my arms when I have like tiny colorful spots, it's because I've been coloring in my freckles with a metallic gel pen. It reminds me of being in 5th and 6th grade, and my mom would not ever buy me gel pens. And I'm an adult now. She can't stop me. So yeah, that's the last of my favorites. I'll have to come up with a new list for next month. Let me know if there are any sort of sit-down video things that you would like me to do. See you tomorrow with a normal vlog, and yeah, happy weekend. Bye!